मूलं गुरोः पदं मन्त्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरोः कृपा। ॐ कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय, सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय, कृष्ण भगवान की जय, गीता माता की जय। हरि ओम। श्रीमद् भगवद गीता चैप्टर 3 and श्लोका 34th. Yesterday we saw this, and we shall have a little recap, and then we shall see further. इंद्रियस्येन्द्रियस्यार्थे रागद्वेषौ व्यवस्थितौ तयोर्न वशमागच्छेत् तौ हि अस्य परिपन्थिनौ। Lord Krishna, this is 34th shloka. Lord Krishna says, Arjuna, attachment and aversion for the objects of the senses abide in the senses. Let none come under their sway, for they are his foes. They are not their friends. So one should come not under the clutches of this rag and dvesh, and he should avoid these. Neither these senses are responsible for your mistakes, your involvement in the world, nor the actions, nor the mind even, for relatively we can say. And the root cause is acceptance and non-acceptance of the sense objects because of attachment and non-attachment, means repulsion. I don't like it, and I like this. This liking and disliking, these are the cause for your bondage and attachment, and for this reason only you are the slave of your senses, by which you get connected with the sense objects, and the process goes on. Of course, all others, mind, intellect, and your prana, and everything is involved in it. And mainly your thought process, which is repeated again and again and made your habit. Because of your habit, you are unable to go against the nature, your habit. Prakritim yanti bhutani nigraha kim karisati. the person does according to his nature, what restraint can do? Nothing can do. So all these we have seen in detail. So one has to understand these two, rag and dvesh, they are your real enemies. And some other enemies will be introduced to you afterwards. Kama esa, krodha esa, rajo guna samudbhava. Afterwards, so slowly we'll trace out who are our enemies and who are our friends. In this way, Lord Krishna says, you should not be slave to your habits, your nature. And nature is very, very dominating. You cannot avoid your nature because of your habits. And how do you cultivate your habit? How?
Repetition of thoughts.
Of course. And behind everything, Chitta is the factor. Chitta has all the promptings, all the seeds to force you, to push you to think according to the nature of the impressions, and then you think in the manner, and then your habit is performed, habit is formed, and then you are slave to your habit, and accordingly your senses go to their respective objects, and slowly attachment and everything goes on. So in the very root, the subconscious mind is there, and that is not made now only, it is not formed now or little before, since time immemorial. From the very starting of the creation itself. So what to do? Whatever is there as our prarabdha, accordingly we are forced to do some actions. We lead our life, daily life we lead according to the force of prarabdha. And that prarabdha is unavoidable. So what is the way out? Now there is some chance. Yesterday we have seen it. Always there is fight between good and bad, between the pairs of opposites. This is the law of nature, and this is how the nature works in its usual process. And the rule also is applicable there. The stronger will win over the weaker. So if you can do some strong self-effort, that will have some impact on the prarabdha. Slowly prarabdha will change, and slowly your effort will be strengthened, and then again prarabdha will be changed a little more. Then in this way, just as we walk, first you have to put one leg ahead, 1 foot ahead, then the other leg has to be drawn from the back and put on the front. So by cooperative method, one will be dependent on the other, one will be helping the other, and by the help of each other they will go. And in the same process, We have seen Yajna Bhavanti Bhutani. Yajna is the mediocre. Through the yajna, te deva bhavayantu kya hua slok? Let the gods think of you, help you, and supply you your needs, and you also give a portion of it through the yajna to them, and thereby by cooperative method, both of you, all the prajas, they will go ahead, they will progress. So always there is this process. You have to start somehow a new beginning. That is what Lord Krishna also did after settling out everything in the end of Dwapara Yuga. He had to settle down everything. Then a new era will start. Kali Yuga comes. Always it is the same process. You have to rebuild the society. You have to rebuild your family wage. When something drastic change has taken place, then you have to set up the process. Then it will go on. All our traditions, all rules and regulations of the society, everything, it is not made in one day. Our ancestor, our first person, Manu, when he started creating, then he had to set up some rules and regulations, and slowly everybody started following it. All the rules and regulations for the kings, for the householders, for the subjects, for the poor castes in the society, the duty is distributed, and everything is set up. So slowly, once it is started, it will go on. So you have to start. You have to make a new beginning. Then it will go on slowly. See everywhere, when you drive a car, what do? Do you put the fourth gear or sixth gear? In the very beginning, you have to put the first gear. First start the engine, and for some time let it be heated up, and then slowly put the first gear, and then with all your energy, in first gear it takes a lot of energy, and then slowly second, third, and when it is running in fourth gear, you can close your eyes for some time also. Never mind. Of course, sweet accident is waiting for you. You can enjoy sleep forever. Anyhow, this is how one should have a good beginning. So start with self-effort for a right cause. Don't overlook our traditions, our customs, and our injunctions of the scriptures, sayings of great people. You have to follow everyone. Now, Lord Krishna says, the ultimatum. Shreyana swadharmo viguna paradharmat swanusthitat swadharme nidhanam shreya paradharmo bhayavaha. Better is one's own duty, though devoid of merit, than the duty of another well discharged. It looks beautiful, but it is well done by the others. It has good effect also. But don't be persuaded by all these good-looking things from a distance. No, you should not give up your own track. Once you are misled, so very difficult to come to the track. See the trains. If once one wheel is derailed, can it run? Accident starts. Little carelessness leads you to the death last. So every moment one should be very, very alert, very, very careful, not to look at others, but to look at his own self. And so Lord Krishna advises, better is one's own duty. Though devoid of merit, it looks very ugly and it yields no good result. You are not satisfied with it, but don't be carried away by the others' performances. Though it looks very beautiful from a distance. See the mountains, how beautiful they are from a distance. Have you climbed all these mountains? Himalayan mountains, so very difficult. No stable rocks are there. Everything is unstable. And there will be so many thorny plants and ditches, paving stones. Everywhere there is danger. Any moment you may slip down and you will meet your sweet mother Ganga. And sleep on its lap forever. So it is so very difficult, so dangerous. When you enter into it, from a distance it looks so beautiful. Don't be carried away by the distant beauty. He said, better is death in one's own duty. The duty of another is fraught with fear, is productive of danger. You don't know anything about others' affairs. Don't be carried away by others' good-looking performances from a distance. It is indeed better for a man to die discharging his own duty, though destitute of merit, than for him to live doing the duty of another, though performed in a perfect manner. For the duty of another has its pitfalls are not visible to you from a distance. The duty of a Kshatriya is to fight in the righteous battle. Arjuna must fight. This is his duty. Even if he dies in the discharge of his own duty, it is better for him. He will go to the heaven. He should not do the duty of another man. This will bring him peril. He should not stop from fighting and enter the path of renunciation. That is what he was pointing out. Arjuna, he expressed in the beginning, it is better to go and have arms than to sit on a throne with blood. मीन्स क्या कहते हैं, रक्त रंजित क्या कहेंगे, stained by blood, blood stained throne. It is not better. It is better to go and beg and eat lead a life of a beggar and live in a forest without families and without relations and die in the forest. Unseen, unlamented, let me die. It is better, but not good to sit on a blood-stained throne. I don't like it. That is what I will renounce everything for the sake of the society, well-being of the society. Now Lord Krishna indirectly pointing out that point. One should not step into renunciation. It is not your duty now. Of course, in the end, they were advised to go for Swargarohan. Now you have done all your duties of the life, you can give up your kingdom and go for attaining Swarga, heaven. So that is what Lord Krishna pointed out to Arjuna. What you expressed before, it is not right. Your duty is to fight out the battle now. It is your dharma. One should die in its own duty, performing his duty, than to go to others' path. And they say, practically we see this, it is not only philosophy. Everywhere we see this fact in our life. Suppose a doctor is earning too much and he has a good name also, very renowned doctor, and everybody likes him and he earns a lot of money. But an engineer, they were two friends in childhood. Now one has become doctor and one has become engineer. Engineer has no job now. Poor fellow, being an engineer, he is serving somewhere as just as some junior engineer. He gets a little money somehow on contract basis. He has no job. Now, should he give up engineering and come to a medical path? Will he be successful? This is what happens, though he has plenty of loans and people don't like him because he has no money in the society. One who is having plenty of money, he has got now in modern life. Money means you are a very good man. And if you have good qualities, nobody cares for you. Nobody cares for good qualities or good actions, service to the society. Nobody see all these. And if you have plenty of money, you have respect in the society. That doesn't mean you should earn money, try to earn money by giving up your own business, your own way of life, and adopt others' paths. You will not be successful ever. That is what is seen in our day-to-day life. So this is what is told by Lord Krishna also. And they give other example also. If you are thirsty, you want some water, you go to the river bank, there is no water in the river, but there is some water, what do you call, inner current. If you dig a little, you can get little more water. If you go on digging in several places, no, here I don't get water, let me see there. There also you didn't get water. You changed it. If you go on changing your digging again and again, will you get water? Have you any guarantee? If you go on digging in one place, one day or other you are bound to get water. Let it be 10 feet below or 100 feet below, you are certain to get little water somewhere. Go on with faith and effort. So similarly, if you go on changing your tracks, your way of life, thinking others' life looks beautiful, successful, that is not good in the life. So now Arjuna has the question, अथ केन प्रयुक्तोऽयं पापं चरति पुरुषः अनिच्छन्नपि वार्ष्णेय बलादिव नियोजितः. Lord Krishna said, प्रकृतिं जानति भूतानि निग्रह किं करिष्यति. One is subject to his nature. No effort can have any use here. No use. So on this, Arjuna is putting the common question everybody will ask. Why one is subject to his nature? He is forced to do something bad. Though he knows it is not good, yet he is forced to do it by habit. What is the reason behind it? Everyone, we know what is good and what is bad. Everybody, even a small child knows he is not going to do right things. And yet he is forced to do something wrong, and he does it. I again and again tell these children, our students, it is not good to always roam about, going to bazaar, eating something and roaming here and there. You are students. Once in a while, if you like to go for a change, okay, you come with me. I will give you the car. Once many times I allowed them to go. Few days back, I allowed these children to go up to some distance wherever they can get snow. They wanted to play with snow. I said, okay, go. After coming from there, they are not hearing me. Every day, somehow or other, without informing, going somewhere. Today, his birthday, let us see, we shall have celebration. I said, today is Shivratri day, don't celebrate anything, go and sit in the temple and go on chanting mantra. Tomorrow we shall celebrate your birthday. No, they didn't hear. So they know whatever Swamiji is telling us, advising us, it is better for us. But habit, sang, the friends, they are calling, come on, we shall go for doing something. So this is what happens really. Why it happens? By force of what? Generally the children, and of course sometimes the youths, and old people, of course, sometimes they are also victim to these habits. What to do? So what is the reason behind it? Though we know I am going to do this, it is not good for me, yet I am forced to do it. Why? What makes you, what compels you to do such wrong things? Atha kena prayuktoyam papam charati purusa anichchanapi varsneya baladiva niyojita. But impelled by what does man commit sin? Though against his wishes, O Varsneya, O Krishna, constrained as it were by force, what it is. Then Lord Krishna answers to the point. What is the secret behind it? Why one is always forced to go to a wrong, do a wrong thing? Sri Bhagavan vacha काम एष क्रोध एष रजो गुण समुद्भवः महासनो महापाप्मा विद्धेन मिह वैरिणम्. Now raga dvesho vyavasthito tau hi asya paripanthino. Two enemies were pointed out before. Who are they? Raga, Dvesh. Now, Kama and Krodha. Kama esa Krodha esa Rajo Guna Samudbhavaha Mahasano Mahapapma Vidhena Mihavainam. The Blessed Lord said, it is desire, it is anger, one of the quality of Rajas. Rajo Guna Samudbhava. All devouring, all sinful, know this are the four here in this world. These are the two enemies of the man. Here Bhagavan, he gives the meaning of Bhagavan. Bhaga means wealth. And one who has got wealth, he is called a wealthy man. So Bhaga, जिसके पास है, Bhaga Atiti Bhagavan. Bhaga means the wealth. What is called wealth? We know character is our wealth. We know our good actions are our wealth. Good qualities are our wealth. Sometimes some people think name and fame is our wealth. Kirtirjasya sajivati. The name and fame, that is our wealth. And all these, some people say money, 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 brighter than sunshine, sweeter than honey. Some say money is the wealth. Different opinions, but really speaking, the wealth is described here. Lord, the God has got all these wealth, so he is called wealthy man. Bhagavan means wealthy person. So naturally, everybody is attracted towards a wealthy person. That's why we search for God. Bhagavan, what are they? 6 attributes. One is knowledge, and the other is vairagya, dispassion. Then kirti, fame. Aishwarya, divine manifestations. Divine manifestations. And excellences. Sri. Sri means not only money or gold or something like that. Sri means, in one word we can say, whatever belongs to me, that is my wealth. What do you have? Whatever you have, that is your wealth. This is how Ashta Lakshmi, they say, 8 kinds of wealth. But here God has 6 kinds of wealth. And Sri means wealth, wealth of all kinds. Your qualities are also your wealth. Your beauty also is wealth. Your good actions is your wealth. Your selfless service or helping others, what we call merit, dharma, that is also your wealth. Different kinds of wealth we have. Whatever belongs to us, that is our wealth. But mainly these 6 are considered to be wealth. What is the wealth of a wrestler? Yes, strength, physical strength. बजरंगबली, हमारे हनुमान जी महाराज क्या करता है हनुमान चालीसा में? जय हनुमान चालीसा, हाँ, ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कबीर सत्य लोक उजागर, अतुलित बल धाम, अतुलित बल धाम. There is no limit for his strength, unlimited strength. So that is also your wealth. He who possesses these 6 attributes and who has a perfect knowledge of the origin and the end, the starting and the ending, he will be the master. If you have got some knowledge of in between, that is not perfect knowledge. How everything starts and how everything ends, so it includes all the knowledge. He will be called all-knower then only. So this is how he says, who has got perfect knowledge of the origin and the end of the universe. That is called Bhagavan or the Lord. आदि अंत का जो जानता है और खुद है अनादि और अनंत, वही बन सकता है संसार का मालिक. He will be the Lord of everything, who is without beginning and end, and who knows beginning and end of everything. He will be the master. So this is how Bhagavan, Lord Krishna, is considered to be Bhagavan, and that's how he is addressed here as Bhagavan. Bhagavan Uvacha. The cause of all sin and wrong action in this world is a desire. Desire is the root cause. And anger is desire itself. How do we get anger? If the desires are not fulfilled or disturbed or interrupted, then we naturally get anger. So desires are itself anger. When a desire is not gratified, the man becomes angry against those who stand in the way as obstacles. The desire is one of quality of rajas, and when desires arise, it generates rajas and urges the man to work in order to possess the object. Therefore, know that this desire is the man's foe on this earth. Desire is root cause of desire is root cause of anger, and these both, they are one are the same, 2 aspects of same thing, just as head and tail of a coin. But we see it differently. So raga, kama esa, krodha esa. Kama itself is krodha. Nothing, and it is not different from each other, but 2 aspects. The same coin has the head and tail both, but yet it is seen from different angles. So kama and krodha. Now we have seen how the desires are born, isn't it? Now little more we can see more details of desires. We have seen many times also. You see, desires are born because desire means the need. Need means what you don't have, that you want to have. That is called desire. You feel a type of incompleteness within you. That's how you need something to be complete. And for that you need something which is not with you. That is called desire. Okay. Why do you feel incomplete? The root cause is you don't know your own self, which is complete in every sense, having everything within it, whatever six wells we have discussed now, all these six wells you have within you, but you are not aware of it. That's how, when you don't see what you have already, say you are going for a job somewhere, there is some job for an engineer, but you have lost your certificate. Can you get it? Your experience certificate also, that is also lost. Your ID card is lost. Then how can you get the job? Similarly, other example also they say, there was a beggar begging for a pie on the roadside, and somehow by chance an astronomer, some Jyotish, great Jyotish, he was passing by. बाबूजी एक पैसा दे दो, ओ जाने वाले बाबू एक पैसा दे दो, गरीबों की सुनो वो तुम्हारी सुनेगा। तुम एक पैसा दोगे वो 1 लाख देगा, गरीबों की सुनो। गाना गा रहा था, he was singing and begging a pie. The astrologer saw him. He saw this fellow is not a beggar. He is supposed to be a very rich man. What is happening? He asked her, my dear, do you really beg some little money sitting here? What for you are begging? Babuji, I have nothing to eat in my family. Are fool? You are not a beggar. You cannot become a beggar. You are a very great rich man. No, Babuji, don't joke at me. I am suffering. No, come on. Come, let us go to your home. He goes home. He knows the Vastu Shastra. He calculates everything and finds out something is there inside his bedroom, something down below. So he points out, please dig out here and see what is there. Below some 10-15 feet, they found out the potfuls of gold and ornaments and all those diamonds, jewels, all these full of wealth. This is how we don't know what is there within our heart. You are a very rich man. You have no need in this world, anything, nothing you need. But you don't know your wealth is hidden there. You don't know your hidden treasure. Have you gone through the story of hidden treasure, the trust property of Rabindranath Tagore? There is a beautiful story, trust property. Somebody hides some wealth somewhere in distant place, and the old man takes his small grandchild to kill there in that property, thinking he will be the watchman there of that property. Some beautiful, heart-touching story is there. It is, of course, a story. It is not a real incident. Somehow, trust property. You have your property, you don't trust it. You don't know it. So, incompleteness is because of ignorance. And because of ignorance, you don't know what you have, and then you feel something you need, and that is also called discontentment. That's how in Gita also Bhagavan says the greatest wealth is contentment. Contentment. Santoshamrita chittanam jat sukham santa chetasam abhito brahma nirvano samam samadhigacchati. Contentment is the greatest wealth. Out of that we can get peace and tranquility and equal vision, everything. Because you are discontented with what you have. That discontentment is due to your ignorance of your hidden treasure. So ignorance. Ignorance is the cause for fear, for all these bad qualities, kam, krodh, lobh, everything. Because of ignorance only. And we suffer because of ignorance only. When you know the truth, reality in the social life also, when you come to know the reality, there is no problem. Because you don't know the situation, then arises the problem. So ignorance is cause for all our misfortune, our miseries, and that is also the cause for your discontentment, in feeling of incompleteness, and then you have a need that is called desire, and that goes on multiplying every moment just as Rakta Bij. So you are caught. You are gone forever. Pity on you. Once you can, if you can see within, if you can find out your hidden treasure, then all the problems will be solved. So, this we shall discuss tomorrow also further in detail why one is forced to do some forbidden acts, and why one is forced to do something sinful acts. And Lord Krishna says, Kama and Krodha, the desires and the anger, and they are born of Rajasic quality, and they are the greatest enemies of the person, the being, the individual being, and one should be aware of it. Tomorrow we shall see in detail. Why we don't see inside? That also. Why? Who avoids us to look within? That is also a question. Why am I not able to see inside where I am always looking outside? Why? What is the cause for this also? Everything in detail we should understand. We should understand ourselves. Of course, we always spend time to understand others. We have crammed the world history and world geography. We don't know anything about our own small village. that is the condition. Anyhow, tomorrow we shall see. Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai. Satchidananda Bhagavan ki jai. Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Gita Mata ki jai. Hari Om.